What is up, good people? We are back with CuzinCollectibles, and we have a treat for you today. Another 10 comments. Slowly but surely, we're going to get through this entire collection. But for now, this is episode 2, and we're going to start it off with iconic Frank Miller RoboCop Stargate SG1. I don't know what SG stands for, but it's number 1.
Wait a minute. Stargate. I mean, SG Stargate. I mean, that
Stargate
sense,
number 1. I did not realize that. It is okay, though. Pulsar Avatar trademarked free. This is from Free Comic Book Day. I don't know if that was like a super big event or why a lot of these comics have that on there. But Frank Miller's RoboCop. This comic is very iconic. I remember watching the RoboCop movie and having him compared to Judge Dredd versus RoboCop. That was ridiculous conversation to have with people. People kept getting upset, and people have very strong opinions with RoboCop versus Judge Dredd.
Actually, which one would be stronger? Because I'm not knowledgeable on either of them.
I don't know, bro. I haven't caught up on either of these characters for a long time, but I do remember that was a big controversy. Now the quality of this comic, now it is in great condition, almost mint, no holes, great spine. There are some very small creases on the spine here and there. No holes, no tears, no stains, nothing. Everything's good. Hold on. All the ads are good.
Interesting.
That's crazy. So this is on some what's it called with the dude back from the future? Nah,
Marty McFly.
Nah, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, yeah.
Not Skynet either.
Terminator?
Terminator, yeah,
Terminator, yeah.
Terminator. Okay, that's comic number 1.
That's originally what I thought you were going to say he was being compared to, because I didn't know about the comic.
Okay, you can do the second one.
Yeah, for the second comic here, we have X-Men. Let's see, Wolverine versus Marrow. I have not heard of Marrow, I don't think. Please forgive me. Not too much in the, not too knowledgeable in X-Men comics. I know the basics. And this issue is from February. It's number 72. Let's see, does it have the year?
It's down here.
Thank you. February 1998. Let's see. You know something I love? It gives a little bit of an introduction to all these characters in the beginning. Like, I don't know if this is just this particular run of X-Men comics, but it always gives like a little blurb about the character or characters that will be appearing in the story. I really like that. Let's see here. Versus Wolverine. Beast Wars Transformers. Oh, that sounds familiar. I've heard that at some point. But yeah, the comic. The comic itself is legible. Okay, so the pages, yeah, they're good. You can read it. No issues, no cuts, no bends.
The only issue is the outside cover.
Right.
Actually, the outside cover is fine.
Well,
it's just the spine itself on the top left. Top of the spine is disconnected, but everything else seems to be in order. It's just that first page. Besides that, it'll be pretty good. Personally, my rating, and then it's ripped on the back page, but you're not missing any information.
Right.
It's just an ad, so you still have the full comic. So I'll pretty much rate that a.
I want to give it like a.
I'll give it a 6.
Yeah, I was thinking a 6 too, like 5.9, but 6 is fair.
Yeah. Now we have a extra special. I do remember getting this comic. I personally got this comic for free at the AMC opening of Venom.
Ooh.
here in Tallahassee. They had a bunch of these stacked up. It says Marvel Custom Edition exclusive, official movie collectible, AMC tag, Venom movie hashtag at the bottom. And then, what year was this? 2018.
Yeah.
Sony Pictures. Now this, if you haven't seen the movie, it really just goes through the movie, what happens in the movie. Yeah, nothing really crazy or new. Well, it is crazy, but it's not new.
Right.
Well, it's a newer comic. Some of these comics we listen off is pretty old. It has some pretty nice Venom art on the back.
I'm not sure what I was expecting the story to be because when I went to see Venom, it wasn't day one, but it was still within at least probably around the first week or so. Mm-hmm. They didn't give us the comics at our AMC.
Oh, okay. I don't remember the exact timing that I got it either. Pretty good quality, pretty new. It has some creases on the spine, but that's pretty much it. Pretty much an 8 out of 10 quality. Yeah, pretty much moving.
That's really nice. Next, I have heard of this series, but know nothing about it. We have X-Force, the X-Men Deluxe November issue, apparently. Here is the cover. Quite terrifying, I'm not gonna lie. But then again, don't really know what's going on here. H2O, so that's from...
It has a year anywhere.
Yeah.
Just look at the nearest ad and tell me the year on it.
Yeah. Let's see. Halloween, Curse of Michael Myers. Coming this fall. I used to remember when this movie came. 1995. Yeah. So this is somewhere around 95 probably. Which seems fit. Oh. Fortunately. Something occurred here. Yes. This is definitely gonna...
One page has a pretty significant tear.
Yeah, that takes out not only the word that's splattered on this page, but some of the art too. It's... This is the first instance we've had of something like this. It's interesting.
Yeah, in a complete comic with the cover page and all the pages in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but besides that, how else was the quality? Pretty complete.
Yeah, everything else is looking pretty good.
Nice graphics, nice art.
Mm-hmm. Something about this feels a little more colorful than the rest. I don't know what it is. It's like there's a lot of light going around. Yeah. Phantom. I think the Phantom is the first Marvel superhero. Don't quote me on that, but I do remember the Phantom being like
very early.
Yeah, among the oldest heroes that we generally consider to be a superhero. But yeah, the rest of this comic the rest is good. The rest is in really good condition aside from that one unfortunate little blunder.
Yeah, the spine is perfect. So I probably rate it just for the tear by itself an 8 out of 10.
Definitely.
Yeah, there's nothing else wrong with it. Just that one tear, cutting out one word, a little bit of art.
Yeah. But overall, it's not bad though. It's just
it's
one word.
It's still readable.
Yeah, you can get enjoyment out of it.
Okay, next we have a kind of a rarity. We have Cable, Marvel Comics, January number 50, double size 50th issue special. Behold the Harbinger of Apocalypse. Trademark. And then this was printed around 1997 area. Kind of a bit old school pages, but the art is still nice.
Definitely.
No stains, no rips, no tears, I don't think. Flipping through this. Pretty funny ads. Ads you haven't seen for a very long time. You didn't even know they made ads for.
Yeah. See, a lot of them caught me off guard because there's so much stuff in here that you would learn about that. You know, it's the equivalent to watching TV and a commercial just comes up. It's like, wow. Like,
I think this might be where they got the idea of commercials from because it interrupts the story in a weird way.
Yeah. I mean, comics have been around. I wouldn't make that reach. Like it's kind of, yeah, somewhere around there.
It's pretty action packed in this issue.
Right.
Next interior layer. Boom. I don't want to spoil it too much for you who haven't read it yet. The cover page is disconnected from the spine at the top of the spine.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much the bottom staple is holding it together. But besides that, it is in perfect condition. Another 8 out of 10. Lost 2 points because it's disconnected at the top of the spine. And you can get the next one.
Right. Now, this one, I had never heard of this X-Men, or I guess X-Woman before, but Uncanny X-Men, it had to happen. Psylocke versus Sabretooth. Enough said, and that kind of hit me because Stan Lee. But here's the cover. It has Psylocke and Sabretooth, and my apologies, I did not know who Psylocke was before today. But that design is very interesting. Let's see, this came out around January 1996. Yeah, volume number 328.
Volume 1,
oh, dear
issue 328.
God. Thank you so much. I'm suffering today.
We're good though.
Yeah, for now. But let's see. The quality of this comic, yeah, there's nothing really wrong. It is in pretty good condition. Huh. It's been handled nicely. Yeah. And similar to the last comic, there's also quite a bit of action in here, but there is also a jarring scene which, you know, it kind of...
We'll let you find out.
Right. Nothing major, but just a small little...
Fold. That's a fold.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's nothing too bad. Just...
Is that a fold or is that a tear at the bottom?
It's a tear.
It's a tear.
But it looks like a fold because of...
Yeah, that's fine.
Right.
Yeah, but everything else is the bottom of the spine. So, because at the bottom of the spine, I think we'll give it a... Now, we have to give it an 8 out of 10 still.
Yeah. Oh.
It's not in perfect condition.
And ironically, there's an ad for Terminator in there.
Yes.
Summed him.
Now, we did Google this comic earlier. We could not find any instances of it being sold anywhere, or what its value is. There's no price on the comic itself either. But it is a Gemstone Publishing Free Comic Book Day sampler from May 3rd, 2008, an entertainment comic.
Yes, sir.
Now, spine is completely intact. Kind of a old school art style pages. This was from 2008. All the panels are kind of old school. It has a bunch of space at the bottom. I don't know if they misprinted that.
I wouldn't expect to find something like this, like, as recently as late 2000s. Like, I know they were still kind of transitioning, but if you look at 90s comics, like some of the X-Men comics that we've seen, like Uncanny X-Men, for example, it's all kind of just a non-digitized version of what we're used to. But this right here, it went out of its way to mimic the style of like the 60s to 80s comics. And they did it really well here.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so it has a little crease on the back page, but besides that, it's in perfect condition.
Oh,
I'd give this
a bit of a stain on the back.
That could be wiped off, but it's not a stain, it's more of a smudge. It's not a stain, it's not staining it. I guess I'll give this a 9 out of 10. There's nothing wrong with it at all, except for the smudge and the crease at the back.
Right.
But it's perfectly readable. There's no stains in the actual book itself. Yeah, this is perfectly good look.
I think I'll give it that 8.9.
If any of you guys can find this book, I would love to see what you think of it, or where you value it at, or what others value it at.
Right. It feels like it just kind of exists. And then I was really excited when we came across this one because I am a big fan of Doctor Strange in the MCU. But here we have quite an old one, and you can tell just by the art style. We have Strange Tales featuring Cloak and Dagger and Doctor Strange. Doc gets snared by one of the ancient evils, and the Punisher has a talk with Cloak and Dagger. And I will let the cover do the talking because that is good. That's good stuff right there. And of course, gonna be a little bit careful because it's it's on the brink of detachment, I'd say, but not really there.
Yeah, it's old. It's just degrading a little bit.
Right, because this is Volume 2, number 14 from May 1988. So, yeah, you can really see it with the yellow of the pages, how it's printed, the character style, like it's just, I'm sorry, the art style of the characters. It was really jarring coming across this. Like, this feels like looking right into history right here. And the best part is, look at that early Wolverine. But, yeah, it's just so nice to see something like this. It's really old. Or at least in terms of everything else we've seen so far. Huh. Sorcerer Supreme. But yeah, everything is intact. Everything is legend.
Is that the kind of work where Doctor Strange becomes Sorcerer Supreme? He looks very old in this comic. But besides that, yeah, it's just the cover spine. The inside spine is perfectly fine.
Right, like the back, there's a little bit of wither and just a small bit across the spine, but it's nothing major. And this little blotch, it's not on the inside of the book, just a little speck.
It's on advertisement. It's not affecting your reading at all.
Right, and I have to appreciate this ad. I thought it really did have something to do with James Bond, but it's really just an ad for an NES game, which, I was thinking Top Gun when I first read the name, but. And our next, well,
we have quite a treat. We have an Archie comic, free comic book day, issue number 1, Archie's pal Jughead, all new. Yeah, on display Jughead. How do you pronounce that?
Oh.
Gypsies Entertainment.
Looks like Jippies.
Jippies Entertainment Museum.
Mm-hmm. There's something so odd about this. Like,
yeah.
Usually when I think of Archie,
this is kind of, I would say, a Cartoon Network style of comic book, which is kind of weird to say, but if you saw Billy and Mandy or Ed, Edd and Eddy, this is kind of drawn close to the same way. It's kind of close to Billy and Mandy, or early
60s comics.
No, early Timmy Turner. For the Odd Parents.
Yeah. But like at the same time,
yeah, it was drawn exactly like that.
It was kind of odd to me because I felt like it was like more of like trying to mimic like the early 60s style, even though it's been, I don't know when Archie actually started. Like I mostly associated more with Archie Sonic than Archie the series itself. But yeah, I thought it was just like an old school series of comics that's just been going.
Did we say the year of this?
No, actually. Or
it doesn't even say the year.
Was it 2008?
Yeah, trademark 2008 publishing.
Yeah, that took me by surprise actually,
and it even has a Ben 10 Alien Force comic on the back. Now that's how you know it is old, but not too old. It's still in the early 2000s.
It's
late 2000, 2008.
Right.
That is amazing. Yeah, and there's a lot of words on this back page.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but almost perfect condition. I'll give this a 9 out of 10. There's nothing wrong with it. There's no scratches, tears, rips, holes. Yeah.
And then for our final comic, I think this by far is one of the more interesting ones. We have Brandon Peterson's Arcanum. I'd never heard of this. You said it sounded familiar to you?
Yeah, I think it was adapted into the Marvel universe. I don't know when, but I'm pretty sure it has been adapted into them. Because I haven't heard of Brandon Peterson very much at all.
Mm.
Yeah, but the art is amazing in this book.
Right. Like they poured their heart and soul into this whole thing. You can just really tell. And the book, its condition is just perfect so far. Like I think this was probably one of the best preserved comics.
This is probably one of our highest preserved comics. There's literally nothing wrong with it. It's not degrading. It's still in near perfect condition. Did we say the year this came out yet?
Oh no, I don't think we did. This came out around. Oh, so this is Volume One, Number One, from April 1997.
So Volume One, Issue Number One, 1997.
Yeah.
So this is the first time anybody has heard of Arcanum by Brandon Peterson.
That is incredible, and it's not even really brought up. And wow, they had Arcanum number 2 already advertised. Yeah, they knew they had something they were working with.
Right.
Even if it's not exactly remembered now, like back then, I'm sure this piqued some interest at some point. It had to, because this is just and this weird ad. This is how you can tell it's made in the 90s.
Yeah.
Some odd stuff, but. Yeah, I'd say this is like the closest one to perfect we have. Like just a small folds, something.
Yeah, but knowing that this is not mint condition, it still gets a 10 out of 10. I mean the spine is a little creased, but that's what you expect when it's not mint condition. But it's in perfect. Besides that, it's perfect.
Right.
It still has that sound, that new paper sound. Yeah, you can hear when it wobbles.
Right.
Yeah,
that's just so good. I definitely want to read this one again on my own time.
Right, but that was once again our comic review slash sharing our collection. Was this episode 2?
Yeah, this is episode 2.
This is episode 2.
Indeed.
Once again, you can subscribe, and if you want to see more, and make sure to hit that like button if you enjoy it.
Right.
Thank you.
And don't forget to turn on that bell because, YouTube does its thing. Thank you for watching.